Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Maliyah Kimble Show. I'm your host, Maliyah Kimble, and for my guest today, I'm going to be interviewing a very, very, very talented stylist, Alex. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay. And for my audience and my viewers at home, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So, my name is Alejandra Garcia. I go by Alex because when I was a little girl, my parents used to call me Ale. So then, my parents are Argentinian, so we speak Spanish, and so my friends were like, "Oh, that sounds like Alex." So, growing up, everybody calls me Alex, even Jose, my husband. So I am a mom, a wife. I have two beautiful children. My son Elisha, he is 21 and he is in the United States Navy serving our country right now as we speak. And he's underway somewhere because he's in a submarine. Can you believe that? In a submarine? And then I have my daughter, Gisela. She is 19. She'll be 20 like in a week and a half. And then my husband, Jose. As you know, he's also a member of the church. I was born in New York, raised. That's my heart. But we moved here to Michigan in 2017. And yeah, this is home now. This is home.
Okay. And how did you start getting into styling?
You know, I was thinking about that one day, like when did it hit me? And I want to say it was so my parents decided to move back to their native country, Argentina, in South America, literally when I graduated from high school. It just turned my world upside down. You grow up and you're around your friends, that's your life. Then you move to another country and it's like, so I left for a year and I didn't want to be there anymore. So I came back and I went to live with my cousin. And she started modeling, and she had a friend of hers that was really into fashion, Italian girl. Like, she was into that luxury, lipstick, Givenchy, all that. And she would, come back and put posters on her wall. And, we slept in the same room, like we shared a room. So I would look at the posters, like, oh, yeah, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. And then one day, maybe like a year later, I met someone and his sisters were really fashionable. And, I was like, t-shirt, baggy jeans, sneakers kind of girl. And, because that was comfortable, it is comfortable. But, I just felt like I had to step it up. And little by little, we have in New York, there is a outlet. It's one of the biggest outlets in the States. It's called Woodbury Commons. People from like the city, New Jersey, in Manhattan, there's buses that actually drive up to Woodbury Commons on the weekends. I mean, when I tell you they pack these buses, those big buses, so people shop and shop. And so it was close by to us. It was like maybe like a 20-minute ride. And, little by little, I started picking up. And next thing you know, people were like, wow, like, I like the way you put that together. And then that just became like a thing for me.
Okay, and like, where do you get your inspo for some of your outfits?
You know, sometimes it could be something that I see now, in this day and age, there's social media. So there's a lot of scrolling. My Instagram I'm big on Instagram. I'm not, into TikTok too much, even though I should because, that is the latest thing. But I'll get there. I'll get there. But I'm an Instagram girl. I have a Facebook, but I don't really know how to, work it too much like that. It's there. But honestly, if you ask my daughter, she would say, Mom, like, you are a trendsetter. Like, honestly, 2 years ago, I remember for Christmas, I was just in the store. I think at this particular store, I was in Forever 21 and I'm walking by. And sometimes, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Like, certain pieces on the racks, they call my name. They say, come over here and look at me. So I saw this off-white, like leather croc blazer. I'm really big about blazers and stuff. And I was like, bet I could wear this with a bow tie, a white button down shirt. And what I'm getting at is that this year, when you look at Fashion Week in Paris and New York, mainly in Paris for 2024 fall, right, which is not even here yet, they are wearing bow ties, white, black, and I wore it with like black slacks and black boots, I remember. So honestly, like, I just feel something, I see something, I get a feeling for a color, and I just, start rolling with it. I start trying to get either shoes or shirts, because you can mix and match so many things with going basic with basic colors. And we'll talk about that.
So before you became a stylist, what was your profession before that?
So I have been in the retail industry since forever. My parents were very big about teaching us to work early on. And, I'm still young, but back then when I was a little girl, we had to ask permission. And I want to say, like, I've been working since either I was like 13. There was an outlet in New York, not too far, maybe like 4 or 5 blocks from my house. And it was a brick building. I remember it had 3 floors, and every floor was like, it had the infants and the children, and then the adults at the top. And so I would work on Saturdays. And yeah, after that, I've always been in retail. I worked in a sneaker store, for a few years. And then, as I got a little older, I got into the tech industry, mainly like cell phones. So I used to actually work for Sprint. Back in the day, they had Nextel phones where they were kind of like walkie-talkie cell phones, and a lot of construction people like really used to use them. They were heavy-duty phones. So I became the tech to like actually fix them, where you could like actually open the phones, replace the batteries, replace the antennas, replace the motherboard. And then gradually, the last 10 years, I started working in the IT, on the IT side of, well, how do I explain it? So I got contracted from a company in Southfield to work for Louis Vuitton. And basically, it was like on the corporate end. There was a lot of training, a lot of certifications that you had to meet, and basically it was working for the corporate employees, the store employees, and this is a really big project because we work with Central America, South America, and being that I'm bilingual, we service their computers, their cell phones, the registers, so a little bit of everything. And I did that for almost 8 years, I want to say. I left Louis Vuitton, and then I went to work for Tiffany and Co. And as of recently, in January, our contract got sold to the Philippines. And that's when I decided that God had been talking to me. Actually, I was on a trip to New York in October. And we were on our way back. I was with my daughter. We were driving back, and I heard God say, "It's your time." Cuz I had been wanting to leave work and work for myself. And he said, "Remember that thing that you and I talked about? I want you to get ready and put it out to the world." And so, I've been working my whole life, and it's kind of hard to just say, "Oh, let me stop working so I can work on this." Because, it can take some time to build a business. But guess what? My job did it for me. And here I am now, working on building my brand. But I'm also able to work in the fashion industry, which I love to do. I help out my friends. I style people that still reach out to me, even in different states. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but this is what I'm working on.
Okay. And can you take us through the process of you styling somebody? Like, how do you figure out what fits them?
Absolutely. So let me give you an example. I used to work part time at BB stores. Do you remember those stores, BB? A young lady walked in, and she was just looking around. And she says, I went up to her and I asked her, I was like, "Can I help you?" And she says, "I have a wedding and I was looking for a dress." And so it's a matter of eyeballing. We're girls and we can kind of like, know like if a woman is a size 6, a size 8, a size 10. But you can always play around with stuff, especially if you have a dressing room. If I meet someone, I obviously take their measurements if we're going to work together. But this particular young lady was looking for a dress, but I told her, I said, "What if I can put something together that is still going to be appropriate for the wedding, and it's not a dress?" And she looked at me and was like, okay, okay. So I went, around the store. I knew where everything was, and I grabbed some pieces. I remember I grabbed a blouse and a skirt and a belt and jewelry, and we put it all together. And I remember her saying to me, "I would have never put this together, and I love it." So honestly, I don't know where it comes from. I just see things, and it's like my best friend tells me, she's like, "I don't see what you see." I'm like, "Girl, do this and do that." And she's like, "I don't see it. Like, what do you mean?" And I'm like, "Okay, grab this and this and this," because I go in her closet and she's like, "I have nothing." And I'm like, "You do, like, do this and do that." Like, and she goes, "I would have never put that together and it looks really good." So I don't know. It's my gift, honestly.
And if anyone wants to get styled by you, how can they reach out to you?
Oh, they can reach out to me through Instagram. My Instagram name is New York Shoe Lover Point Two. So that's NYSHOELOVA.2. And they can DM me, or they can email me. It's a long email. You ready? It's my first name. It's ALEJANDRA .AAG Garcia. That's GARCIA @gmail.com.
Okay. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, and she's going to show us a couple of her pieces. So we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, guys. If you're just now tuning in, I've been interviewing the great stylist, Alex. So now she has brought out a couple of her pieces, and she's going to show us a couple pieces that you could wear out with your friends or even out to church.
Okay, so I brought a couple of blazers. I'm really big about blazers. I think that blazers can elevate any look. And even if you want to dress casual, you can throw on a blazer with a pair of jeans or leggings, a t-shirt, sneakers, or even just like a low boot like what I'm wearing today. But I brought some pieces here just so that you can see that you can have, I normally tell my clients, pick 4 colors. With the 4 colors, you can mix and match the pants. So you would get like if you want a suit. And a lot of folks, you can go to the thrift store and or vintage stores and really just get some really nice blazers at a low cost, because I'm a very bargain shopper. I like to get like quality things, but I also like to make sure that I'm not paying too much for my clothes, especially because I love clothes. So basically, I brought this black blazer and these black slacks, okay? And I also brought this suit, which is a burgundy velvet or wine, and these are wide leg, okay? And then I also brought like a little casual jacket that you can wear to church as well. So we're gonna put some things together, and I also brought this purple and a white button-down shirt, and then a purse. So if I was getting ready for church and I wanted to dress up, let's say it was Christmas, I would probably put this one together. I would take this and the white shirt and put it under with the slacks, right? And then I would mainly wear the silver shoes with the silver accessories. And I would also wear it to church. We can take, if I wanted to not wear those pants, we could also use the same shirt, the blazer, and these black pants. Look how cute that is. Sometimes I take my husband's ties, and you can also put a tie on this. You can make it into a bow tie. You can use pins and create like your own tie. And I would wear these with the black shoes. When we come to church, we don't always have to dress up, because God loves us even if come as you are. If we're wearing sneakers, jeans, it's all whatever works for you and whatever you feel comfortable with. But this would be like another look. See, it's always something plain, right? So you go with basic colors, and he would be another one that you can put together. So I just brought the shirt just so that you can see how you could just mix and match. And then I would probably wear this with the silver shoes and then silver accessories to give it that pop of color. And then let's do one more. And this is just a casual jacket. You can wear, like right now I'm wearing a turtleneck, so it's a little basic, right? So you can wear a white one, a black one, or you can wear it with a button-down shirt, like so. And you can wear it with leggings, or you can wear it with a pair of slacks and some boots, or any of those shoes. And then always, 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 I'm a big person that loves accessories. So, and then I just brought the purse. If you go with a black purse, it matches everything. And so these are pretty much in now. A lot of women wear them like this, or you're on the go like this. So these are the things that I brought today. And they're, 1, 2, 3. If you keep, like I said, if you stay with 4 basic colors, you can take the pants and go with a different color. And it will always work. Like you can make 10 outfits out of the four basic colors that you end up picking with your blazers and your slacks.
Okay, and there you have it. She just gave you guys some really good tips. So we'll be right back with more of Alex after this. Back. Thank you for showing us those beautiful pieces.
Absolutely.
So I have a couple more questions. So how did you find Elam?
Okay, I found Elam. I actually Googled it. Like I said, I am from New York. A couple years ago, I lost one of my very best friends. Actually, it was a little bit over a couple years ago. My parents introduced me to the Lord as I was growing up. I slid a little bit. I've always been a person of faith, but at the time, back then, her passing hit me hard, and I just felt that nothing could bring me the peace and the happiness back unless I devoted my life back to Christ. And I was attending, because we were in the pandemic, I was attending my church in New York, which my brother is a member of there. It's called the Flow. So I was attending that church virtually, and I would, for months. And then one day I just Googled. I said, I need to, number one, find some friends, because we don't have family here in Michigan, my husband and my family. But now we do, thank God. Thank you for everyone here. But I Googled it, and I Googled a fivefold ministry. I wanted to be part of a church that believes in miracle signs and wonders. And I went to Facebook, and I sent a message asking. And I got a response back, and then I got a phone number, and then I got a call. They didn't know if I was a woman or a man, because it just said, Alex Garcia. And they were like, is she a man or is she a woman? So Elder Marcel called me, and we got to chatting. And then Pastor ended up appointing Reverend Angie, and then she reached out to me, and here I am.
And I heard that you guys have an event coming up. Can you share a little bit about the event?
Oh, that is so exciting. Yes. So for Mother's Day, we are having our first fashion show. It's called the Garden of Eden. It's going to be on May 11th from noon to 3:30 at the Gazebo in Warren. Tickets go on sale tomorrow after service. We're really excited. I am the creative director / stylist, so there's no heels for me that day. I'll look cute, but no heels. So we're really excited about the fashion show. It is our first one. We are going to have about 5 vendors. One of them is Brett, member of the church, his brand, TRG. And so we'll have 5 tables for the vendors, and we're going to end up modeling their items, whether it be jewelry, clothing. It's going to be a great time. There's also going to be a raffle. Food is included. It's buffet style. It is $50 a person, and then the vendors are $100 a table, but that's also including the raffle and their food. So we're really excited about that.
Okay, so make sure you guys are at church tomorrow to buy a ticket. I want to thank you for coming. I really enjoyed you and your pieces that you showed.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with someone. And stay tuned for the next episode.